What's up, Big Pimpin'? It's Boss Panda. I wanted to invite you guys to see a little bit of my writing process when I'm writing new songs and to kind of show you that, hey, I'm working on it. Anyways, if you like this video or whatever, I'll make more in the future. If you want to see my writing process, then yeah, I can just do that for every character. I mean, I did something I do naturally anyways, just I have to cut the video down, right? So if you want to see it, just let me know. So here we got the beat. It's that Kael Thoughts. I'm writing Kael Thoughts. I saw 2 requests for it. That's all your boy needs to get it going. That's the only motivation I need. What I like to do is I like to take the beat, I like to listen to it over and over again. What I like to do, in addition to maybe like rhyming while coming up with stuff, is like write a bunch of ideas, main ideas that I want to touch on. I want to touch on this, touch on the lore of the character and basically get into that that mode where I am Kael Thoughts, right? That's how you say his name, right? Y'all are gonna tell me anyways once I fuck up on the song, so it doesn't really matter. So I listen to the beat over and over on loop, on repeat, and I just look at the lore, I look at the character, I think about how he plays in the game, I take ideas from my brain, I take ideas from like everything basically, and I just put it all together. So this is kind of like the opening of his bio, right? You know, I'm just gonna kind of go through it, write down things that I could say. Prior to the Second War, he and the members of the High Council questioned Khadgar about the orcs. So I can also either, you know, come up on that lore tip, or I can come up on that braggadocio. But like, I don't know, like that's the braggadocio is easy. I don't like to always do that. That's why in like my Ezreal song, well, in that lore tip, you know, he was a young man. He had a plan. I can't even remember my own lyrics right now. It's been so long. Powerful mage. Used to be the. I don't like the way, you know. The hardest part about this is when you drop in, because for me, when I drop in, that determines my entire flow. Because for example, so if I drop in here, kicking it with Illidan in the fucking forest. That's a freestyle. I don't know what I'm saying. Kicking it with Illidan. See, that's like, I kind of like to get the flow down before I ever write the lyrics. Like I like to feel the beat. You know, you gotta jump in that beat. Or if I come in on the beat, I am Kael Thoughts. What, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, dude. But that's what I mean, you know, like it just depends on where you come in. And it'll dictate basically how you start the song. This is your first impression to this is my first impression to you guys, the audience. So I gotta figure out what I want to do and what sounds the best. So we can open that new notepad, and then we can we start writing the song. So if I restart this beat, see, try to get that flow in there though. That's the hard part. Is that drop in? That's what I was saying. Spitting the flames, engulfed in the brain. See, and it's very rough when you're first starting out, playa. It's very rough. It takes me a lot of retries to decide how I want to come in, because there's so much story here. There's so much to this character. I sound ridiculous, but that's how I determine what I want to do. What's gonna sound tight to the audience? You know what I'm saying? What's gonna sound tight to you guys? What sounds tight to me? What would I listen to? Yo, what if he's like, or what if he? Oh, let me hit that beat. What if he's like coming in and like you know, he's like, he's angry and he's talking shit to someone. What if he is braggadocian? Braggadocian. What if he like just comes in and he's like telling somebody something, and he's like, what if I told you about coming to my lane and doing some things like that? Or he's talking about himself, the lore, or I'm talking about him. What if I talk about the history? What if I come in and say things, you know? This is the things you got to think about, right? Now you got to think about all angles you can hit this from. And this is like the main reason why it's hard for me to come up with songs sometimes, is because there's so many things that go on in my head. My ADD stops me from doing a lot of things. Just my brain is so scrambled all the time when it comes to writing stuff like this. What have I told you about coming to my lane? I like to do one of them. What? To my lane. So, you know, I like to restart it. After I find a word, I like to restart it, see how it flows to the next one. I keep doing that over and over again. You see why I get sick of my songs sometimes. See, it's just like the words then start coming to you. Once you know how you want to come in, the words start coming to you. So if I want to come in before the beat drops right here. What have I told you about coming to my lane? My soul is so empty. A powerful sociopath dropping these flames. Whoa. Now see, one thing I want to mention is how words come together. A lot of times I'll write a lyric and then the words won't actually come out how I want them to come out. So like a powerful sociopath dropping these flames, that these is too harsh. That's too harsh of a sound. Let me hit that again so you understand. What have I told you about coming to my lane? My soul is so empty. A powerful sociopath dropping these flames. These flames does not sound good when you're trying to string it together. Dropping hot flames. Powerful sociopath dropping some flames. Dropping some. See, like, so sociopath and some. If you do sociopath and some, you get that double S in there. So it also goes with the coming to my lane. What have I told you about coming to my lane? My soul is so empty. So you get the soul is so, and then you get sociopath and some, and then some and come. You loop all that shit together. Like, I don't know the English term for that, but like that's how I do it. What have I told you about coming to my lane? My soul is so empty. A powerful sociopath dropping some flames on the dropping the flames. See, now that the sum was a little hard too. A powerful sociopath dropping flames on the. Oh, I like that. Drop it. See, just cut out that all together deity. Let's try that. We can also try God there. What have I told you about coming to my lane? My soul is so empty. A powerful sociopath dropping flames with the wrath of a deity. What have I told you about coming to my lane? My soul is so empty. A powerful sociopath dropping flames with the wrath of a deity, clinging to all forms of magic and darkness. Hearken. See this part. So see how I ended on that darkness right there, and it was air. What I thought in my brain was I wanted to like, let's see if I can just be like, I wanted to unpredictably hit the beat again and just start that flow up again. You know what I'm saying?